Hello everyone, and welcome to my Bold and Beautiful Today channel. When Daphne Rose expresses hope, Brooke Logan becomes enraged. After hearing Daphne Rose disparage Hope Logan, Brooke Logan becomes enraged and pushes Carter to pick her. Don't pass up this thrilling battle. Following shocking Hope betrayal, Broken Logan unleashes fury on Daphne Rose. When Mama Bear Brooke discovers Daphne disparaging her daughter to Carter, she is not playing around. As Brooke Logan prepares to deliver the confrontation we've all been waiting for, the gloves are officially off at Forrester Creations. According to sources, Brooke will vent her renowned rage on Daphne Rose in the next week after overhearing her disparaging Hope Logan in a premeditated move for Carter Walton. Exploring the moment of truth. Imagine this, Daphne believes she is by herself at Forrester Creations with Carter, and she takes advantage of the chance to denigrate Hope and further her goals. According to reports, she will say, "I hope isn't right for you, Carter," utterly oblivious to Brooke's presence. A classic soap opera moment is about to happen. Brooke doesn't hesitate at all when she hears Daphne disparaging her daughter. She comes in like a cyclone, putting Daphne in her proper place and protecting Hope's honor. Brooke Logan is acting like a protective mother in this confrontation, and we are all for it. Steffi Forrester has been pulling strings behind the scenes as Daphne has wormed her way into Carter's orbit, creating tension that has been growing for weeks. However, everything changes when Brooke exposes Daphne. Daphne's persistent looks and accidental touches on Carter will finally be revealed for what they are, well-planned actions. Is Steffi's plan being revealed? Steffi's entire plan could be blown out of the water by this showdown. Remember that Daphne isn't just any fashionista, she has been working directly under Steffi's direction to woo Carter and end his romance with Hope. In the most recent installment of the never-ending Logan vs. Forrester story, Brooke may be ready to reveal the entire plot. When Brooke exposes Daphne's deceit, will Carter finally see through it? If he feels caught in the middle, might this confrontation really cause tension between Hope and Carter? Forrester Creations may see weeks of repercussions from this confrontation. The Logan-Forrester feud flares up once more. This conflict is not occurring in a vacuum. It's a part of a bigger power struggle that has been simmering ever since Steffi destroyed Hope for the future and fired Hope. The battle lines were already established, with Carter standing up for Hope and offering bold ideas to turn Forrester into a luxury brand with a global following. Given that Brooke is now directly addressing Daphne, a full-scale conflict between the Logans and Forresters may be imminent. Will Rich have to choose between his daughter and his wife once more? Will Eric, the patriarch of the Forrester family, intervene to resolve this most recent family dispute? There is little doubt that no one is safe when Brooke Logan becomes overly protective of her kid. The question is not whether fireworks will occur, but rather how spectacular the explosion will be, as Daphne will be the target of Brooke's infamous outburst. After listening in on Daphne's next move, Brooke will be furious. She will then make another attempt to convince Carter to choose her and put Hope Logan out of her mind. Brooke will truly let the nose have it once she hears Daphne disparage Hope and attempt to ruin Carter's reunion with her daughter. Hope may need to be open to the prospect of a new chapter with Liam as part of Deacon Sharp's love life advice in other places. Steffi is taken aback. According to the Bold and the Beautiful spoilers for the week of April 14th to 18th, Steffi Forrester receives a shock, and Brooke Logan will be incensed at Daphne Rose's decision. Fans will be treated to a number of thrilling situations as Luna Nozawa also makes a startling commitment. Poppy Nozawa's Romy Park visit to Il Giardino will open the week, and after Sheila Sharp shoves cake in her opponent's face, it will turn into a dessert battle. According to B&B spoilers, Luna's most recent seduction scheme will fail. Even after Luna offers to pose and dances about in her panties, Will Spencer will turn her down. Will believe that his Luna issue is resolved once he shuts her down with some degree of force. Luna will change her mind and promise Sheila something unsettling about Will's future. Electra Forrester may receive worrisome news as Luna will intensify her forecast that she will win Will's heart. Hope is unaware of Liam's recent operation or his collapse at the Spencer estate, though. At the hospital, where Dr. Bridget Forrester and Dr. Grace Buckingham will be working together to look into Liam's medical emergency, things are going to get worse. When Bridget and Grace tell Finn that Liam's illness is incurable, he will be taken aback in his office. It's possible that Liam has a brain tumor that Grace and Bridget believe will kill him. Naturally, Kelly is unaware of Liam's difficulties in the intensive care unit, so she will continue to swoon over the father-daughter dance and her wish for her father to be present. As soon as Liam receives updates about this dance, which is quickly approaching, he will become convinced that he must attend. Liam will want to leave the hospital despite the advice of his physicians since he would sacrifice everything for Kelly. Steffi will let Kelly know that it appears Liam won't be attending the dance. Kelly will be disappointed by that, but she might be delighted a few seconds later when Liam enters the house. If Liam truly leaves the hospital for this dance, Steffi should be taken aback and will undoubtedly be concerned about his fragile condition. According to spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful, Liam's health will continue to be a key theme in the upcoming episodes, so tune in. Kelly's miracle, Liam's sacrifice, and Daphne overheard. Here are the spoilers for the upcoming 2 weeks of The Bold and the Beautiful. Expect Liam Spencer, Scott Clifton, to put his life in danger from April 14th until April 25, 2025. Sophia Parra's character Kelly Spencer, meantime, is hoping for a miracle. Daphne Rose, Muriel Hilaire, will also be overheard by Brooke Logan, Catherine Kelly Lang. Let's talk about the upcoming events in the CBS soap opera as you continue reading. Luna Nozawa was turned down. Fans may watch Luna Nozawa continue her plan at Forrester Creations throughout the week of April 14th. Luna was urged by Sheila Carter-Sharp to surprise Will Spencer by donning a disguise. Luna offers herself as a model after entering the building and stripping down to almost nothing. It is said, nevertheless, that Will ultimately gets rid of Luna. Luna tells her grandmother that she isn't giving up on Will, perhaps only temporarily. The fear of Elector Forrester. Ivy Forrester will be opening up to Elector Forrester at another FC office. Will is being quite insistent for intimacy, even though Electra isn't ready for it. Ivy would probably convince Electra that she must tell Wood the truth about why she isn't ready yet. Regretfully, Luna will take advantage of Electra and Will's disagreement over passion. April 14, 2025, week. Additionally, fans will witness Brooke's outburst after overhearing Daphne and Carter Walton. Hope Logan receives guidance from Deacon Sharp in the interim. Sheila smashes a cake into Penelope Poppy Nozawa's, Romy Park, face in another section of the eatery. Liam is determined to get out of the hospital so he can go to his daughter's dance, and Kelly prays for a miracle. However, Liam appears to be in a bad predicament. When Grace Buckingham and Bridget Forrester inform John Finn Finnegan that Liam's brain tumor cannot be removed, he is shocked. Spoilers for the next 2 weeks of The Bold and the Beautiful. Finn is probably going to look for a solution to save Liam's life during the week of April 21st. Liam and Steffi Forrester Finnegan, played by Jacqueline McInnes Wood, continue to get closer in the meanwhile. This can result in some intimate moments. Hope may eventually learn of Liam's condition. Hope has been thinking about Liam a lot lately, but Liam didn't want anyone to know. Additionally, Beth Spencer, Jordan Lynn Ariza, Liam and Hope's child, hasn't been spoken of in months. Luna has also promised to get the boy she desires. So, be prepared for Luna to put in much more effort to win Will over and get rid of Electra. What is the plot that you are most excited to see? Would Brooke see his old flame again? According to spoilers and updates for The Bold and the Beautiful, Brooke Logan's romantic journey is about to take a favorable turn because of one of her past relationships. Since no one else has captured her heart as much as Ridge Forrester, she has remained steadfastly devoted to him up until this point, believing that he is her genuine soulmate. Is it fated to break up, make up, or break up again? As they say, there's a bridge over troubled waters, and Brooke and Ridge have undoubtedly encountered their share of difficulties. The acquisition of Forrester Creations was the most recent problem, and it severely damaged their relationship. Ridge thought that Brooke helped Carter Walton and her daughter Hope Logan, Annika Noel, take over the business. To exacerbate the situation, Brooke impulsively accepted the CEO position, saying it was for Ridge's benefit and that he intended to give the business back to him. However, Ridge would not listen. He ultimately found comfort in Taylor Hayes' embrace, leaving Brooke to deal with her loneliness, but not for long. Would Brooke's connection to Ridge be reignited by a trip to Italy? The future of Brooke and Ridge has been a topic of great debate. Are they still supposed to be together? Their romance may rekindle when BNB returns to Italy. The golden pair might go back to where they first fell in love. Ridge is obviously confused, so this trip could help him understand how he feels. However, when Brooke discussed getting back together with her, Ridge showed absolutely no interest. The merry-go-round they had been riding for years seemed to be wearing him out. Could Brooke get back together with a past love? Brooke might be about to rekindle a past romance. According to Deadline, BNB fans were shocked to learn that Jack Wagner would be returning to his role as Nick Marone on June 13. It's possible that Brooke may finally accept that her current relationship cannot be saved. Instead of the turmoil and drama she has been going through, she might find herself lured back to a relationship that provides her security and stability. I Am Spencer's startling metamorphosis. Will the bold and the beautiful permanently change his persona? In a never-ending cycle of breakups, cosmetics, and existential crises, Liam Spencer has been the quintessential waffler of the bold and the beautiful for more than 10 years. He is a man defined by his indecision, divided between Hope and Steffi. However, new episodes point to something extraordinary. Liam is evolving. Fans are in awe of this new Liam, whether it's a brief change or a complete character transformation. The indecisive romantic who was incapable of committing is gone, for the time being. In his stead is a more assertive, strategic, and even brutal individual. Is Liam becoming into the next antagonist on the show, or is this a redemption arc? The instigator of transformation. It took some time for Liam to change. When Hope's emotional distance, spurred by her developing intimacy with Thomas, left him feeling helpless, the fractures started to emerge. Liam was no longer in charge of their relationship for the first time. Then came the final blow, Hope's almost abuse with Thomas and her subsequent refusal to return to Liam's embrace as she had so often done. A person can change as a result of rejection, and Liam's reaction has been intriguing. He's taken a more icy, calculated approach rather than playing the victim or pleading for another opportunity. This is a man who is at last taking action, not the Liam who falters via excuses. A darker side shows up. A shocking new side of Liam has been hinted at in recent moments. His conversations with Steffi are tense, as though he's re-evaluating all of his relationships, rather than the pleasant nostalgia that characterizes them. Even more revealing? His encounters with Thomas. With Liam using psychological mind games and covert threats, the passive-aggressive taunts have turned into open animosity. His statement to Thomas, "You might have manipulated Hope, but you'll never outplay me," was a declaration of war rather than merely rage. This isn't the endearing, awkward Liam that we are used to. This individual poses a threat. The Finn factor. Steffi's loyal husband, John Finn Finnegan, makes things more difficult. Liam used to think Finn wasn't a threat, but now that Steffi is totally devoted to her marriage, Liam subtly trying to break their relationship has drawn criticism. Is this about control, or is he attempting to rekindle an old flame? His current act of being a concerned friend by alerting Steffi of Finn's relationship with Sheila is blatantly manipulative. Does Liam become the newest wild card on the show if he is unable to have Steffi or Hope? Hope's response, astonishment and uncertainty. Hope, on the other hand, hardly recognizes this Liam. She is unnerved by the quiet intensity emanating from the man who used to crumple under pressure. The way they co-parent has changed, with Liam subtly utilizing Douglas as leverage. What is Hope's greatest fear? That Liam's change isn't only a phase, it's the person he's always been behind the kind exterior. Is this the end or the beginning? With Liam, the show is at a turning point. His development may make him a more capable and self-aware spouse if this is a redemption arc. However, if he's going downhill, BNB may be preparing for its most surprising antagonist to date, a man who's fed up with losing and prepared to destroy everything. There's no denying that the Liam Spencer we know is no longer there. The question is, who will take his place? Hope Logan and Luna Nozawa develop an unexpected, and possibly explosive, alliance in The Bold and the Beautiful. At Forrester Creations, where Steffi Forrester is in charge and has an iron hold on power, Hope and Luna could have just discovered a common ground in their dissatisfaction with the current situation. However, is this collaboration merely business-related, or is it the start of a more comprehensive challenge to Steffi's hegemony? There's little doubt that Steffi won't realize what struck her if these two women combine their resources. The rebellion's origins. Steffi's longtime competitor in both business and romance is Hope. Their rivalry has characterized B&B for years, from their notorious arguments over Liam to their divergent ideas about Forrester Creations' future. However, Hope is now more determined than ever to leave her own legacy, free from Steffi's meddling, as Hope for the future struggles to remain independent under Steffi's corporate leadership. Here comes Luna, the vivacious newcomer who, through her mother Poppy, has an unexpected bond with the Forresters. Luna was initially viewed as a naive intern, but she has since shown that she is more intelligent than anyone realized. And she's prepared to fight back after being marginalized by Steffi's contemptuous demeanor. Why Luna makes the ideal companion. Despite her youth, Luna is a tough cookie. Steffi misjudged her, thinking she was simply another temporary worker, but Luna is dangerous because of her insider knowledge and quiet ambition. She has unanticipated influence in the fashion industry thanks to her connections to Poppy and the enigmatic Bill Spencer. Furthermore, having personally observed Steffi's ruthless methods, Luna has no illusions about being kind. She receives the guidance and defense she needs to negotiate Forrester's perilous waters by aligning with Hope, while Hope gains a cunning ally who is adept at working in the background. The plan, undermining Steffi's power. Hope and Luna's plan, if they are really working together, probably entails taking aim at Steffi's most vulnerable position, her authority over Forrester Creations. Hope might become a direct rival to Steffi's collections by reviving hope for the future with Luna's new outlook. Luna's access to insider knowledge, however, might highlight any weaknesses in Steffi's leadership, particularly if reports of a strained marriage between Steffi and Finn begin to circulate. Not to be overlooked is Sheila Carter, the wild card. Hope and Luna might use Steffi's fixation on keeping Sheila away from Finn to influence her business choices, portraying her as unstable and unsuited to be a leader. The blind spot of Steffi. Steffi has consistently viewed Hope as her greatest danger, but she has completely underestimated Luna. That might be the end for her. Luna may be secretly gathering information, forming alliances with other irate workers, look at you, Paris, or even cozying up to Eric Forrester for support while Steffi is busy keeping tabs on Hope's every move. Steffi will be outwitted before she realizes a battle is about to break out if she doesn't anticipate this pair. RJ and Thomas are the wild card. The allegiance of Thomas Forrester will be put to the ultimate test. Steffi might lose a valuable ally in the design division if he takes Hope's side, as he frequently does. Another level of intrigue is added by RJ Forrester's bond with Luna. Would he support her or will his family obligations compel him to remain impartial? Not to be overlooked is Brooke, who would unquestionably support her daughter in a conflict over Steffi's dominance. Will this partnership last? The relationship between Hope and Luna is a ticking time bomb. This collaboration could fall apart catastrophically if Hope finds out that Luna has been exploiting her, or if her actual intentions are questioned. However, they have the potential to permanently alter the power dynamics at Forrester Creations if they are successful. There is no doubt that Steffi ought to be quite concerned. Luna and Hope together? Even she is unable to ignore that influence. In The Bold and the Beautiful, Dr. Lee Finnegan delivers a severe warning that shakes the Forrester and Spencer families. Finn gets heartbreaking news that could destroy his world, and Liam Spencer takes an incredible risk to protect his daughter Kelly. Each character's decisions have the potential to destroy relationships and rekindle long-simmering rivalries, setting the stage for one of the most dramatic chapters in recent B&B history. Liam's last-ditch bet on Kelly. Although Liam Spencer has always been a loving parent, his most recent action goes too far. Liam takes matters into his own hands after Kelly expresses concern over Sheila Carter's continued influence in Finn's life, even though Steffi insists that Sheila is permanently gone. He surreptitiously investigates Sheila's recent actions, knowing that Steffi would never approve of his meddling, and discovers a shocking revelation: Sheila has been meeting with Finn behind Steffi's back. Liam is forced to choose between speaking up and risking Steffi's fury or remaining silent and leaving Kelly exposed, so he approaches Sheila directly. This is a very risky move, not simply careless. Because of her unpredictable nature, Sheila may act out in unexpected ways if she feels cornered. Even worse, their already tense co-parenting relationship would collapse if Steffi learns that Liam went rogue. However, Liam will not compromise on Kelly's safety, even if it means permanently destroying his relationship with Steffi and Finn. Bad news brings Finn's world to an end. Finn's life is completely upended just when he thinks he has at last found stability: happy marriage to Steffi, a strong bond with Hayes, and a separation from Sheila. The terrible news? Finn's entire identity is called into question when medical tests uncover a startling genetic connection between him and an unexpected person. Is it possible that Sheila was being honest about having another child in secret? Or is this related to the Finnegan family's long-kept secrets? Finn's response is instinctive. After years of attempting to break free from Sheila's shadow, the past has pulled him back in. Steffi is appalled, already tense from Liam's interference. She's put in too much effort to keep Sheila away from their family, and Steffi might lose it if Finn's recent problems bring her back into their life. A line in the sand, Lee's serious warning. Never one to hold back, Dr. Lee Finnegan issues a scathing warning when she learns of Liam's research into Sheila and Finn's heartbreaking discovery. She states unequivocally in a heated exchange, "Sheila is a monster, and anyone who undervalues her is doing so at their own risk." However, Lee's message is for Steffi as much as Liam and Finn. She cautions Steffi that she could lose everything if she doesn't sever all connections to the turmoil surrounding Sheila, especially Finn's unresolved relationship with her. Lee is fiercely protective of Finn, but she has even greater mistrust in Steffi's ability to control Sheila. Is this the point at which Steffi understands that loving Finn might cost her too much? The repercussions, a conflict of allegiances. These three plotlines have enormous repercussions. Liam may permanently alienate Steffi as a result of his actions, bringing her closer to Finn at a time when his world is collapsing. While Steffi might not be able to handle what he finds, Finn's identity dilemma may compel him to face facts about his past that he has been ignoring for years. Lee, too? Her warning is a threat rather than merely a forecast. Lee will take extreme measures to safeguard her son, even if it means ending his marriage, if Sheila's poison continues to infiltrate Finn's life. Who will break first? That's the big question. The upcoming episodes promise monumental changes, with Finn reeling from an existential blow, Liam drawing a hard line in the sand, and Liam risking all for Kelly. Will Steffi support Finn or will she go after Lee warns her? Will Liam's gamble succeed, or will it go horribly wrong? And above all, will Sheila, who is constantly hiding in the shadows, take advantage of this weakness to attack?